Good morning, evening, and afternoon. I am the Professional, and in this video, we're going to be covering the long-awaited roadmap in Lost Ark. This roadmap covers April and May, giving us a sneak peek as to what they have planned and the new additions to the game. Throughout this video, I will be covering everything and also giving you my input, and I hope to hear your input down below in the comments as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Heroes of Arcasia. In March, Smilegate joined us in our Seattle studio to take a look at the content roadmap. If you haven't read it yet, be sure to read our letter to the community that details our blah, blah, blah. You can find that down below. For the purposes of April and May, we'll start off by reiterating a few things from that letter. We're going to keep the near future focused on horizontal content and giving players clear paths for progression without feeling like they need to pay. We want to give more players time to reach the end game before introducing Legion raids, which is the long-awaited addition to this game, and ensure players are able to explore Arcasia and progress at their own pace without feeling pressured to race towards end-game content, which is the current mindset. Our March 24th update included new materials to help with honing, which it did, chances that can be earned in 2 events, the Guardian Raids and the Grand Prix, more ways for players to earn weekly honing materials, and a honing materials gift for all players. April will continue that trend, providing more horizontal content for players to enjoy as they learn the systems of Lost Ark and continue to progress. With that, let's dive into April. So even though they are going to introduce more honing materials, they are not addressing the gold shortage as of yet. April, the new martial artist advanced class Glavier, or to make things more simple, the Lance Master. They use a lance. Practicing an artistic and deadly form of martial arts, the Glavier slices and dices her way through the battlefield, weaving together attacks with her spear and glaive, or lance. The Glavier has 2 distinct skill sets which can be swapped between Focus and Fury, with each stance and skill set represented by 2 of her weapons. The shorter spear is used to unleash a furious barrage in the Fury stance, while the longer glaive harnesses Focus stance for gracefully lethal strikes and sweeping attacks. While certain builds may focus your attention onto one of these weapons, an effective Glavier can maximize their potential by creating balance between the 2 stances, building up energy in one stance which grants an impactful stat boost when swapping to the other. The Glavier will join the War Dancer, Soulfist, Striker, and Scrapper as the 5th Martial Artist Advanced class. The Glavier looks like a very, very fun class to play, and I will link the gameplay video demo that I have for that down in the comments below so you can also check it out. A new continent, South Vern. The settlers of South Vern borrowed technology from many different races to turn this once barren land into a place of abundant waters and green pastures. Hearing rumors of the dangers that plagued North Vern, the Senate shut South Vern down and formed a new knightly order. Suspecting that something was amiss, Elin, the Queen of Vern, ordered Knight Commander Avil to investigate. What could be happening to this peaceful continent? Uncover the mysteries of South Vern as you venture into this new region, encounter new characters, and complete quests. South Vern will join Tunica as the 2nd Tier 3 continent, requiring an item level of 1340 to begin. For our new players, we'll be sharing more information on how to work your way towards Tier 3 and join this new adventure. So what this means is some additional Tier 3 honing materials, and from the sounds of things right here, they are going to be introducing something to help out newer players as far as progressing up to the 1340 level. General updates. Remember, this is still in April. South Vern and the Glavier Advanced class are not the only things that will arrive in April. Stay tuned in the coming weeks for more release specifics, such as new login rewards, in-game events, skins, and store updates. And okay, we'll spoil one now. A Phaeton Power Pass that provides item level 960 gear to level your new Glavier, or any other character you'd like. If some of you are unaware, Korea currently has a Power Pass that immediately puts their characters up to, I think, it's one of the 1300 item levels. Amazon is currently trending towards that area now with introducing a new Power Pass that boosts you to 960 as opposed to the current, which is just up to level 50 Tier 1 content. Quality of life improvements, improved co-op party play for secret maps. All 4 members can submit a map to get rewards with 1 run. Chat tab settings are shared across a player's roster. Thank you. Improved book of coordination settings can use skill presets, tripod levels, skill runes, gem items. This quality of life changed because that menu is just so abysmal. So great job. May! We promised to be honest, sometimes brutally so, and now is one of those times. While we can say that we firmly plan on releasing the Destroyer Advanced class, Trial Guardian raids, and quality of life adjustments in May, Valtan's Legion raid and Deskaluda, I'm sorry if I butchered that, will be moved if we feel these activities would create pressure within the community. Eventually, in-game content will be introduced, but players should feel comfortable to continue progressing at their own pace. Our data has suggested that a big enough portion of our active players will reach or be close to reaching the item levels needed to participate in higher level in-game content by May. Our goal is to provide fun content for players even if it's at a higher level, while never making players feel pressured that they need to pay to keep up. Highlighted! We will continue monitoring player feedback and data and provide updates when we are able to strive to to remain transparent in our communication and decision making. We appreciate your support and feedback, so please keep it coming while we start this adventure together. This sounds superbly great. Whether or not they actually follow through with this is to be decided. If they do, huge props to Amazon for being attentive and trying to make this game great for all players. The new Warrior Advanced Class Destroyer. We've talked about the cataclysmic impact the warriors have on the battlefield, but nothing embodies this better than the hammer-wielding Destroyer, armed with a variety of skills centered around charging into the heat of fray. Their hammer attacks are so catastrophically crushing that destroyers can bend gravity to their will, slowing, launching, pushing, and pulling enemies, whatever it takes to utterly, beyond a shadow of a doubt, destroy them. The destroyers will join the Berserker, Paladin, and Gunlancer as the 4th Warrior Advanced class. I will also link a video of the Destroyer's gameplay down below as well. Very unique, very unique. I still think the Berserker is just the most dope looking warrior DPS class though. Trial Guardian Raids. Trial Guardian Raids will add a new weekly activity for players looking for a challenge. Yay, more weeklies. Each week, players can attempt to defeat 3 Trial Guardians. Every Guardian has their own required item level to enter, and each week, one Guardian will rotate out, replaced by a different foe. Different from a normal Guardian raid, Trial Guardian Raids will apply Scale of Harmony so that your character's item level will be adjusted appropriately to that of their enemy. Additionally, players cannot use the battle workshop in the raid region. However, with increased challenge comes increased rewards. Rewards for each challenge guardian can be obtained once per roster per week and offer more diverse rewards than normal guardian raids. So my only issue with this is that they do not specify what those rewards are. General updates. May will also introduce a bunch of quality of life changes, including the ability to check daily and weekly content participation in new menu UI updates, improved party finder and party invites, updating loot, dismantling convenience features from Market Auction House, and a few fun features like being able to randomly summon favorite amounts and new hairstyles for customization. May, tentative, meaning this could potentially be released or it could potentially not, depending on how they feel people are progressing. Yeah, this is going to come out, I think, regardless. The Legion raid is what could potentially be pushed back, but I honestly don't see them pushing back anything. Deskaluda Guardians are powerful entities that can tip the scales towards good or evil. A new Guardian will arise and must be vanquished before they usher in an age of darkness. Upon arrival, Deskaluda will be one of the most powerful Guardians in Arcadia, requiring a high item level to encounter 14-15. As with other Guardian raids, you can attempt to vanquish them alone with a party or match make up to 3 other heroes. Legion Raid Valtan, normal and hard mode. Valtan will introduce the first Legion Raid into the Western version of Lost Ark. Legion Raids are difficult team-based activities that require teamwork to understand and enact the strategy necessary to counter each Legion commander's unique characteristics, abilities, and mechanics. As Legion raids are challenging and take time, they are gates or checkpoints that will save players' progress as they advance through the raid. Valtan is an 8-player Legion raid and introduces a swath of new mechanics. Players will need to be item level 14, 15, and we'll share more information on Legion raids when we approach the May update. Awesome. Looking ahead, once again, this is not all of the content that will release in April and May. We'll keep you up to date if anything changes as we work through both of these updates and work to ensure you know what is on the roadmap for coming months. We're excited to watch you progress through your journeys in Arcadia, both in vertical content and horizontally, as you explore all Lost Ark has to offer. We'll continue to evaluate data and listen to player feedback and share summer roadmap content after April and May are wrapping up. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in Arcadia. Awesome. So it sounds great. It really sounds great. Whether or not Amazon follows through with what they're saying is going to be a completely different story, but it does sound like they are listening to players. They've admitted multiple times, especially in this thread by itself, that the game does feel very pay to win, and they don't want that general feeling to exist through the life cycle of Lost Ark. Hopefully there will also be some adjustments to the gold. I'm hoping that gold is introduced as more of a reward, as that seems to be one of the biggest gatekeepers right now. The increased honing materials is great, but if you don't have the gold necessary in order to attempt your honing, then it kind of defeats the purpose. But we'll see. That's my thoughts. It sounds really, really freaking great. Whether or not they follow through with it is another story. I am gonna probably check out the Glavier class. It looks interesting to me. Let me know if you guys like the class. Are you guys gonna try it out? What are your thoughts overall on just this roadmap and this last bit of update that they've basically fed us here? Let me know down in the comments below. Happy raiding, guys.